And we are live. This is December 10th. This is an impromptu live here because this jackpot for the Powerball, I know there are viewers here from all over the world, but this jackpot, the Powerball in the United States tonight is the seventh largest in the game. 930 million. If nobody wins this tonight, it is going to be right around the billion mark, I predict, but we'll have to wait and see. But perhaps it could be you if you're playing this game. But if you're lucky enough to be here live right now, then even if this is no longer live, put your comment in under this video, or in this live, if you're lucky enough to be here, which lottery games do you play? If you play the lottery. If you don't play the lottery, that's okay. But we have this massive prize happening tonight, this Powerball prize, 930 million. Good Lord, that is so close to a billion. And this is up for grabs literally a little over 2 hours away from this drawing, hence this impromptu live. Where are you watching from? Let me know in this live chat or below this video if this is no longer live. Where did that go? Whoa, that's a lot of money. Beauty, unforeseen. It is a lot of money. 930 million. I mean, think about that. The seventh largest in the game. I mean, what do you think? Because more often than not, I mean, it seems like more often these days, the jackpots in the USA get to be right around the billion mark. And this is happening right now. History is being made right now. And 930, that's a 429 million cash option lump sum. So that means, which most lottery winners, not everybody, I've interviewed people that have taken the annuity and they were happy with that, and also a financial advisor that gave some reasons to take the annuity. But a lot of people, after speaking with financial advisors, take this cash option, $429 million. So what would you take if you're lucky enough to have the choice? What would you take? What will you take? And we'll go into more details in a second about what, taxes and so forth. But we're also going to get into intuition, and because many people that are watching are into that sort of thing. I certainly am. But this is the 41st jackpot of the Powerball since it was last hit in September of 2025. And that was a 1.7 billion prize won in the states of Missouri and Texas. But this is massive. Are you guys playing this prize? Comment in this live chat if you're lucky enough to be here. If this is no longer live, comment below. Which lottery games do you play? If you play the lottery, let me know in this live chat. And Lotto Max is way up there, 80 million right now. Mega Millions is up there. Let's take a look at this, and then we're going to dive into your questions in just a moment. So let's dive into this, and because this chat room is really, really blowing up. The winner will be me. Terrific, Tiffany. All right. I wish you good luck. Terrific. Tiffany. Tiffany's terrific. Hello from the great state of Arkansas. Hello, Skinny Wheels. Gotta love that name. Hello, Tim. I'm the winner of the Powerball lottery ticket tonight. We heard it here first, Jeffrey Brown. Then you have to come on to this podcast. We can keep you anonymous. We can, if you want, or you can come on here publicly. I've interviewed people that have won hundreds of millions and come on here publicly as well. It's really up to you. After tax, how much is left? Let's take a look at this. After tax, because Tony Swan, that's a really good question. After tax, how much is left if you win this massive prize tonight? 930. Good Lord, that is so much money. So after taxes, what we're looking at, if you take the annuity, which is essentially 30 annual payments, and some people opt for that, but if you take the annuity and you are taxed at 37%, not counting any sort of state tax, you would wind up with your payments of 31 million would go to about 19.5 million per payment, I believe, right around then. But if you take the cash option, which a lot of lottery winners do, they take the lump sum. And this is a good problem to have, by the way, and it could happen to anybody. You might think, oh, I'm never going to win, but it can happen to you. That's why we're bringing this up. I mean, play responsibly if you play. I'm not encouraging you to play, but if you do, and you have the luxury of being lucky enough to have this problem, and you have to choose, and you do choose the lump sum, what are you actually going to get? Because it says, you see the huge sticker there, 930 and 429 cash option. So that's the big bold print. But what would you actually get? Because in the United States, the taxes on lotteries are super high, as many of us know. And so there's a 24% federal mandatory tax that is, and then at some places, depending on your income, it could be up to 37%. So you will basically, so you'll get $326 million after 24% tax. If you're taxed at 37%, you get $270 million. So that's still a lot of money. And that's not counting state taxes, which can increase it depending on the state that you live in. Some states have no taxes. But that is so much money. What would you guys do? What will you do? And are you playing this game? Comment in this chat if you are lucky enough to be here. And if this is no longer live, comment below this video. I am history maker of $930 million. I take the cash lump sum. So would you guys take the cash? Will you take the cash or the lump sum if you have the option? If you're playing in a place, that doesn't have that choice, maybe you just get it all and there's no taxes, because that's the case in some places, in some countries. But just let me know. Comment below. I just bought my chance to win from Houston. Houston, Texas is here. Connie Alfred. And here's one free membership. Free blessings. Just gifted a membership. Free blessings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Blessings to you. Thank you for gifting a free membership. So one random person has received a free membership thanks to free blessings. And I wish you good luck and abundance. Thank you so much for your support. And thank free blessings if you received that. Missouri, I got my winning ticket. We were just talking about in the state of Missouri, this massive 1.7 billion won in not too long ago in September. That was not very long ago at all, just a few weeks ago. And here it is again at 930 million. But that one of those tickets, one of the two tickets that won that prize is from the state of Missouri, the Show Me State. So we made another live. I got my ticket for tonight. Gummy31, I wish you good luck. Thanks for your comment. Lotto Max in Canada is Friday, 80 million. That is right. Lotto Max is super, super high. It is one of the highest in the history. And I know there are people here from all over the world. Canada hosts a game called Lotto Max, which is extremely, extremely popular. And it is 80 million, I think, for Friday. Let's bring that up. There's Lotto 649, another popular game. Yeah, 80 million Lotto Max for Friday. And that's tax-free, by the way. We talk about taxes here, like with the Powerball tonight, which is massive, a massive tax. But it's tax-free in Canada. So 80 million you see, 80 million you get. But you still get a massive prize if you win tonight or, a game in the United States. It's still incredibly life-changing. And let's jump back into this chat. Wichita, Kansas, Florida. Hello, Florida. Thanks for your support. West Virginia. And here's a $3 super from Jesus Christ is King. Thank you very much. Who says, happy to see you, Tim, and hope all is well with the Shamrocks, with the 3 Shamrocks and the $3 super. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. And I wish you good luck if you are playing. And regardless, I wish you happiness and abundance. Thank you very much, Jesus Christ is King, for your support. I will take the annuity and put it in a trust. So Ebony has thought this over. So you will take the annuity. So what will you do if you win? The annuity or the lump sum if you win the Powerball or the Mega Millions, by the way, in the United States? And that's a choice that you have to face. A good choice. Tim, did you see what I'm talking about with rollovers? Jay, thank you very much for the $1.99 super and for being a member. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So what were you talking about with rollovers? I think on the last live, somebody, and it might have been you, Jay, somebody commented that the rollovers, that when it rolls over, it's not going as high as it was previously. That's what somebody commented. I'm not saying that, but somebody commented. So I'm going to dig into the research of that and have an informed opinion to tell you about that. But I do know that from the last drawing to tonight with the Powerball, I mean, that was just Saturday was the last drawing, and it has gone up quite a bit. It's, I think, like 50 million or something. I mean, just look now. And what happens is very interesting when this game gets over 500 million, typically, and I'm not affiliated with the Powerball or any sort of lottery. I'm definitely not. So I can, I'm not working for the lottery or anything like that. But I can tell you that when it gets over, from people I've interviewed and met, and just from observing it, that when it gets over 500 million or so, it seems like it just goes up way quicker because way more people tend to purchase the tickets because it's just, I guess, more appealing or something. I don't know. I'm just, but I mean, certainly $1 billion prize is pretty awesome. So what would you do? What will you do if you win a billion? And it's not quite a billion, but if no one wins tonight, it's going to be right up there. I would take the lump sum. Love you. We love you would take the lump sum. Well, I love that. I mean, a lot of people do, but there's no right or wrong answer. I've interviewed people that have taken both. I didn't play. Oscar, it's great to see you. I didn't play by purpose yesterday, but the Lotto Max to play on Friday, I knew was going to be increased to 80 million. So we're speaking about intuition. And so Oscar sounds like he's following his intuition, and he believed that it was going to keep rolling over. And indeed it has. So it looks like you were right, Oscar, with that. Thanks so much. I prefer Mega Millions, but I occasionally play Powerball. I played tonight. Wow. Well, Ela 4LA, I wish you good luck with that. And the Mega Millions, let's take a look at it real quick for the people that do play that, because that's 70 million. And that is for Friday, 70 million. 12/12. So the 12th of December, the lucky 12s, this Friday, 70 million for the Mega Millions. I wish you good luck playing that. So let's jump back into this. I have a winning ticket. I'm a Powerball jackpot winner today. I look forward to coming on your show. Robbins Fold, thank you. 270 million, Houston, Texas. So if someone wins in Houston, Texas, this live is going to go even more crazy. It's already blowing up, but it's because, we have lottery winners oftentimes that come into these live chats because I interview lottery winners fairly often, pretty consistently, from all over the world that have won Euro Millions, Lotto Max, Powerball, Mega Millions. I mean, you name it. I've interviewed a lot of people, Malate in Mexico. So yeah, lump sum, invest it all, live off 3% a year. Alpha Danger. Look at that. Alpha Danger has a plan. And I think it's very important if you win a major prize, especially one of this size, but even a million or a few 100,000, I think it's a good idea to seek the help of a financial advisor to help you, but not just anybody, because there's a million people out there that will say, I'm a financial advisor. I can help you. Let me invest your money and trust me with it, and I'll do. But you can't, I don't think it's smart to do that. I think it's important to find someone that has the experience and the track record and someone that you can trust, all of those things. So someone that has dealt with that kind of money before. They don't necessarily have to have dealt with lottery winners, but they should at least have dealt with that kind of money before and have, be someone that knows what they're doing. So because there's a million people that will say they know what they're doing. So there's a difference. I can make 270 million work. Well, yeah. I mean, that's 270 million. You can definitely make that work after taxes. So let's try to get caught up in this chat because we are way behind. Tim, what's the one thing you're able to accomplish that you wouldn't have been able to do without winning the lottery in 1999? That is a really good question. So one thing certainly would be, hold on, pull me back. Okay. One thing certainly would be paying for college, because I had loans for school and it was really hard to get through college. So one thing would be for paying for college. I think that was a big change, but I still would have went to college and then I would have paid off the loans. So it would have happened either way. It's just I probably would have gone to a different place. I mean, there's so many things because when you win a major prize, it's kind of, at least for me, especially at the age of 21, and I believe this is the case for other people, not for everybody, but for a lot of people, it's like you can take a different track, and you do take a different track, a lot of people, because it amplifies your who you already are on the inside. It doesn't change you, it amplifies it. So that's what I've found for myself and for a lot of people. So in that sense, you do what you're into, but you do it perhaps on a little bit of a different level depending on how much you win. I dreamt of winning 80 million, Central Alberta, Canada. We love lottery dreams, Melanie. Thank you. And as many of you know, I dreamt about it before it happened. Some of the other lottery winners, not everybody, but some other people have also dreamt about it before it's happened. And we find those stories extremely, extremely interesting. It's exciting when it gets to go. It's exciting to play when it goes to the high end. Kel's Lavish. So Kel's is playing, I assume. But yeah, let's take a look. Take a look at this one more time here because it is exciting, and that's why we're doing this impromptu live right here, because this is nearly $1 billion, guys. Imagine that. One single, I mean, it could be more than one single ticket, or it could roll over to Saturday and be probably right around the billion mark. I wouldn't even be surprised if it hits 1 billion. I mean, for sure, I won't be surprised if it hits 1 billion, but I don't know with certainty. But I won't be surprised if it does, if nobody wins tonight. But imagine that one single ticket worth that much money. I mean, and that's part of the fun, I think, of playing the lottery is you legitimately have the right to dream about the what if. What would I do? What will I do? Rightly so, because it could be worth that much money. So be careful with it. Make sure it doesn't get misplaced or lost or anything, because you never know. But or maybe you do. Maybe you've dreamt about it, or you've had an experience where you believe in a lot of things that I believe in with intuition and that sort of thing. But I think it's important to just be careful with your tickets, is what I'm getting at, because there are billions worth of prizes that go unclaimed. Hi, everyone. Good luck, Massachusetts, being win 5 times 50,000. I am for them. Oh, thank you for your comment. Thank you for the perspective. Perspective, who we have interviewed. He's very much into manifestation, and he has basically done some artwork for some very famous A-list celebrities, and he's very inspirational. Andrew, who just, it looks like, received a membership thanks to free blessings, perhaps. But regardless, he is here. He is here. So, and he won a housing lottery in New York. We have lottery winners here all the time, but it's great to see you, and it's so special when people do join that have also won the lottery, that join these chats. So welcome. I go close to all lottery jackpot games. Cash for Life, Mega, Powerball, extremely close. Cook with love. Cooking up some winning, it sounds like. Thanks for your comment. Play responsibly if you play. But yeah, thanks for your comment. That's a harsh feeling when you see a huge jackpot get won and it's not you. But like you said, there's always another draw. And that is true. That is very true. I mean, here's what happens, at least, for a lot of people, and for me at least. When the jackpot gets this, I mean, it is massive. $930 million. So close to $1 billion. It's like it's out of a movie, but it's real. And so if you play this and you don't win, which is your comment, then you're saying that you get let down, but there's always another draw. And that's true. There is always another draw. There is. And that's the beauty of it. And it will be $1 billion. Again, it's inevitable, but it also doesn't mean that you're not going to win. Like, you do legitimately have a chance if you play. Just play responsibly. Never spend more than you can afford to lose. And I say that all the time, but it's very true. And what happens is, for a lot of people, is when they win, even if they had a dream about it, like I did, even if they followed an intuitive hunch, even if they intentionally manifested it, like some people do, even if they prayed for it, like some people do, and then they win, even if for whatever reason you feel that it's going to happen or that it might happen and then it does, for a lot of people in that situation, even then there's still like a deer in head, like, oh my gosh, because it's exhilarating. It is surreal. It's one of the biggest things, especially when you're talking about a jackpot worth this much money, $930 million before taxes. It's pretty amazing. I think it will go over $1 billion, says Illuminated 8134. Thanks for your comment. What do you guys think? Do you think the jackpot's going to roll tonight? Do you think it's going to go over $1 billion, or do you think that someone's going to win? Comment in this live chat if you are here, or if this is no longer live, leave a comment. Why 500 million is deducted for the lump sum? Oh, so the lump sum, let's get this a little bigger again. There we go. So 429 million lump sum, and you can see the annuity is 930. So you're asking why? What is the difference? So the annuity is, it's an estimate of what will be paid out over a period of 30 annual payments, or 30 installments. And so that's what that is. And they don't have that much money on hand. It's not just sitting there somewhere. So that's, I believe, how they come up with that. And also interest rates play a role as well with the size of the annuity. So the higher the interest rates, the higher the annuity. That's another factor. But it's an interesting topic, and we should definitely bring that up the next time we get a lottery official on here. Super sticker from Monique Universe with a $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Monique. Blessings to you, and I wish you good luck if you are playing tonight. I wish you good luck. And regardless of whether you're playing, I wish you good luck. So thank you very much for your support. It truly means a lot. So thank you, Monique. My husband and I both dreamed that we won the lottery. In my dream, we won either 47,447 million. I know it was 47 with a bunch of zeros after. So, all right. Well, thank you for sharing that. We love hearing dreams like that. If you've had a dream about winning the lottery, then comment in this live chat or below this video. And I wish you good luck. And remember me if you win, whether you've had a dream or not, because I'm going to want to interview you on this podcast. We can keep you anonymous if you wish. I was seeing numbers. My friend used them and won the jackpot. I wasn't mad. Made me know I'm next. I love your energy. Thank you very much. I won tonight. All right. Have fun. It's just a game. It's just a game. Alaska Carbons, thank you for your comment. It's great to see you. Winning numbers for tonight. Oh, so here, Mo Manifesting Money is giving what this person is saying are winning numbers. So this is play with caution here, but some numbers that you're giving are 1, 5, 24, 40, 55, and 2. Remember, Mo Manifesting Money told you. So if anybody plays those numbers and those numbers come up tonight, then I think this live will probably get first of all, someone will be very, very happy. And second of all, this live will definitely probably have millions of views, but that's not the reason. Well, the most important thing is that would be extremely fortuitous and incredible. So anything's possible, but I'm not claiming that these will come up, but anything's possible. Just play responsibly. If you play, never spend more than you can afford. But thank you. I love that. Any upcoming interviews with UK winners? Alpha Danger. Why, yes, now that you ask, but I can't speak about it yet because it's sort of in the works, and we will wait until the interview is edited before we start publicly speaking about it. But I can say that, yes, there is a big interview coming up with a recent lottery winner that won a huge prize from the UK. So thank you so much for your question. I'm visualizing me calling Kurt P after my win. So Kurt Panusis, I think you're referring to, an attorney who has represented and does represent several lottery winners who I've interviewed 3 times now. But yeah, thanks for your comment. Appreciate that. Lotto America is 9 million tonight. I'm the winner tonight. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to you. I had 10, 17 online and 33, 38, 43 on the other line. All 5 winning numbers. Jackpot was 2.8 million. New Jersey Cash 5 was $30. Okay. Well, I think that I'm going to take that as a good sign. It seems like you won $30. $30 is $30. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. And we are running kind of short on time, but we are doing this impromptu live tonight because of this prize, the 7th largest in the history of the game of Powerball. So are you guys playing this game? Do you think it's going to roll over tonight, or do you think someone's going to win? Are you holding the winning ticket? That's another question. And if you win, even if it's one of these other prize, let's take a look at this. Zoom in a little closer, because not everybody thinks about this. But of course, if you get all 5 numbers and the Powerball, then it's this 930 million prize, 429 million. But if you win even a second tier prize, here we go. You match 5 numbers and you have the power play, then that's 2 million right there. If you match 5 right there, then that's 1 million. And you can see the last drawing a few days ago, which was, actually it was just Monday, a couple days ago. There was someone in the state of Florida that won 1 million. So, I mean, it just goes to show you. And I interview people that have won prizes around 1 million or 1 to 5 million, like quite frequently. And sometimes it's more, sometimes it's hundreds of millions. But if you win even a second tier prize, then come on to this show, because we are going to want to hear from you. And if you win the jackpot, all the better. Lotto Max is 80 million right now. Lotto Max is super, super high. And it's about time to bring someone else from Canada on here. I've interviewed Randy Rush, who won a 50 million Lotto Max prize. Did you guys watch that interview? Can the Powerball be paid half lump sum and the 29 years? So your question is, can you split it? So when you go to claim, can you split it and take some partial lump sum and partial annuity? I think if I am reading your question correctly. And to my knowledge, that is not something that I think you just have to choose between the lump sum and the annuity. I think you have to choose. And I advise, do whatever you want to do if you win. But I think the best thing to do, at least for me, if this happened to me, and just from my experience, is absolutely to seek the help of financial advisors and estate attorneys and people to help you behind the scenes before you redeem the ticket, so that you have a plan. And it's very important. And so that you know, like, what is in your best interest, because the average person does not know. Just the average lottery player. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have known if I didn't, have this like life experience and live through all this and interview so many people. But it's important to get the knowledge and see what is in your best interest. Is it better for you to get like a huge payment of a few hundred million in this case, which is awesome, a few hundred million up front, and then invest that into something that even a conservative investment will probably make more money than this annuity? Or is it better to take the annuity, 930 million in installments, 30 installments, and then invest that? I mean, one pro of that is that you already have, like, it's going to continue to come in over the years. So it's not like you have to worry about burning through it, because it's going to keep coming. So it's stable, and it's still going to be an immense amount of money, like a massive amount of money, even with the annuity. But on the other hand, the investment is so conservative. It is so low. The interest rates are so low that I imagine, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take my financial advice, definitely speak with a financial advisor. But I imagine that in a lot of scenarios, it was pretty enticing to go with the lump sum. But what will you take? What will you take if you win, or if you ever have that choice? Because there are real people that do have this choice. Like, it does happen to real people. Love your show. First time joining live. 6 Care Bear 1982. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Let's jump into this a little more. I dreamed some numbers as well, 13 being Powerball. So 6 Care Bear is saying that this person dreamed of Powerball 13. Was that for tonight? I wonder. We're going to find out, because it is, well, how much time do we have? Not very much until this drawing. Looks like you can see the clock there. It says a little under 2 hours now until this next Powerball drawing. Is this going to roll over and get to about $1 billion, or is someone going to win this tonight? What do you guys think? Comment in this chat. Going to win tonight and move from a 2006 car up to a 2009 solo fiddle. Hey, you do you. You do you. If you want to do a 2009, 930, 2009 car, hey, can't go wrong. 2 more hours to go. Yeah, it's almost there, Captain. What is that? Captain Crunchberries? I love your name. Captain Crunch. Okay. I mean, it is delicious. You have to say that. California is due. See y'all in the morning. California is due. So, all right. Is someone in the state of California going to win this prize tonight? Is someone in, where is the winning ticket going to be sold for this draw? Whether it's tonight, Saturday, or next week, where's the ticket going to be sold? Where is lightning going to strike? Let me know. Comment in this chat. I'd love to see it hit 1 billion. I mean, it would be awesome if it does hit 1 billion, and it's certainly possible, like very possible. But it's also possible that somebody wins this tonight. So we are going to have to see. What is your A. Schwartz asks Timothy, you are an inspiration how to stay humble after winning. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you. Blessings to you. I appreciate your support. Honestly, I want to see it hit. I want to see it hit 1 billion before anyone wins. Dizzy. Well, it is definitely possible, unless Bros Klops shows up and takes the victory, because they're saying that they won. So I don't know. This person, okay, lump sum. We have a lump sum. Will you take the lump sum or the annuity if you win this massive 7th largest Powerball in the history of the game tonight? Tonight or Saturday for sure, without a doubt, someone's going to win, according to Amira World. Thank you for your comment. Diddy will win the Powerball. Oh, okay, I'm going to leave that there. I'm winning via jackpot tonight. Jay Royce, thanks for your comment. New York City, baby. So we have New York here. All right, Michigan. Hello. Hello in Michigan. Hello in Colorado. And so we are running kind of short on time. Philly, Arizona, Kansas. I love it. And you can win in Kansas. You can win anywhere, whether you're in California or Kansas. You have a chance with 1 ticket. Just play responsibly. Never spend more than you can afford to lose, and have fun is if you play. And if you don't play, then that's okay. But this prize, I think, is extremely exciting. One of the largest ever in history. And history is being made tonight. 930 million up for grabs. But I take the lump sum cash. Jeffrey Brown is not messing around. The lump sum cash. Let's say someone won the billion and came out and said they deliberately manifested it with proof and receipts, and went on your show to explain. How big would that be? They would be undeniable. Dizzy, thank you, Dizzy, for your comment. I mean, it's completely possible. Anything is possible. I've interviewed people that believe and say that they have manifested all kinds of prizes, from a few thousand to hundreds of millions, like multiple people that have won, like quite a few people. I don't know. I'm not counting, but it's interesting. So it will not surprise me if I interview someone that wins a recent prize that is massive like this, that also believes in manifestation. But thanks for your comment. Do you think you'd be happier winning the lottery now at this stage in life than you were when you won in your 20s, or do you feel that was God's perfect timing? That's a really good question. Optimize life. Thank you very much. I feel that, I mean, I do believe in God. And so I personally, if you don't, I think you do, but for anyone watching, that's okay. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything you don't already believe in, but I am being authentic. And so, I mean, personally, I do believe in that we're connected to a higher source that we're all a part of. And I do believe in that sort of thing. So I do believe that it was perfect timing. I don't necessarily believe in accidents with stuff like that. But if I were to win today, well, I'm not playing today, but I should be. But if I were to win, when I win, so you have to rephrase that. When I win the next major lottery jackpot, when that happens, then I think that will also, and I'll handle it quite differently because I'm in a different place mentally. But I also have a lot of experience from this happening the first time. So I've been through a lot. And so that's one thing I say is for anybody watching this or listening to this, if you win a major prize, or maybe you already have, and you just want someone to bounce some ideas or just to explain your experience or anything like that, then reach out to my team. The email address is on the about page of this YouTube channel, but we love to connect. And I love, giving you any suggestions or advice that I have. So please feel free to reach out. Timothy, what was your first relief when you won the lottery? The first relief was just the alleviation of the stress of debt. And that actually happened in this dream that I had 3 months prior to winning. I dreamt that I won. And that's the first thing I thought of was like, oh my gosh, I can pay off my vehicle. And so that was the first relief, I would say. Because that was your question, right? Yeah, first relief. Yeah, and that's what it was. Yeah, thank you very much. Make sure your tickets are safe, everyone. No fire. That's right. You don't want to lose. Don't lose your ticket, especially for a prize like this, because this is life-changing money, guys. 900 for most people, unless you're already a billionaire. $930 million. So yeah, hold on to that ticket until you check it. And also another important thing is these tickets expire. So, don't just set it somewhere and then go on a year-long vacation and come back. And you have to make sure that you have the ticket and that you have checked it in time. Maybe you'll win again. You should play. Well, thank you, Melix. Maybe I will. I'll play if it rolls over. If it rolls over, I will play. Maybe I'll play. Maybe I should get off here and go play. I think there's only like 20 something minutes to buy a ticket still in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. So if I get off of here, maybe I will, but I'll be just because of you, because of that comment. Thank you. I'll be taking the annual payments. Good luck, everyone. So Lady One Jean is going for the annuity. And that's always refreshing to hear because a lot of people swear by, and they say that they will take the lump sum, which most lottery winners do. So you can take this annuity, 930 million or 429. Of course, this is all before taxes. But what would you do? So Lady Jean says the annuity. Is buying the last hour worth it or no? Is buying the last hour? Oh, do you mean buying a lottery ticket in the last hour? Is it worth it? Is that what you mean? Hey, you can win it anytime. I think when I won back in the day, it was towards the end of it was near the cutoff. It wasn't the cutoff. It was probably like an hour or two away, but it was definitely in the evening. So how to contact attorney, but that doesn't mean anything. You can buy it in the morning and still have a chance, of course, but play responsibly if you play. How to contact attorney Kurt if I win. How can I get his number? Well, you can watch one of the 3 interviews that are on this channel because he gives his number on each channel, or the easiest way probably is just to visit his website and it's probably on there. But it's a good question if you're trying to reach out to him. Shout out Kobe Joe from Saskatoon. I will win the Lotto Max 80 million. Let's go, Tim, which is tax-free. We got to that earlier. Lotto Max, amazing. I wish you good luck. It is time. It is due time to bring another Lotto Max winner on this show. Will you ever interview Bunky Bartlett? I would love to interview Bunky Bartlett. His story is really, really interesting and inspirational. So yeah, I would love to. Annuity is not bad. You get around 8 million a year starting out. I can live with that. So you're saying 8 million a year starting out, but I did the math on this a little earlier. Let's see if I can pull this up. So if you let's say that you win this prize tonight and you choose the annuity, then what are you actually going to be getting? Because what I found earlier was that the annuity, so it's 30 annual payments of 31 million, which would fall to 19.5 million after the 37% federal tax in the USA. That doesn't count state taxes. So 19.5 million before state taxes, assuming you're taxed at 37%. So that's what I read, but hey, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. That'd be a good problem. That will be a good problem to have, perhaps, for somebody. I love his story. Do you mean Bunky Bartlett that was mentioned? I want to go to 649 tonight. So that's another popular game in Canada. All right. So we do have to get going, but I do want to just say, I want to thank all of you very much for being here, because this is really an impromptu live, and you are the reason why I'm doing what I do. I mean, I just love this, and I love connecting with you guys, especially with these lives. And if this is no longer live, then thank you for being here anyway. Thank you for watching. But if you do play the lottery, of course, play responsibly. I say this all the time, but I don't say it just in jest. Like, it's very important to do that, and to never, it shouldn't be a stressful thing. It should be a fun experience. And if it's not, then since I'm not with the lottery, I suggest then, you don't have to play. And of course you don't have to play anyway, but anything and everything is possible. And if you have fun and you want a legitimate chance, because somebody is going to win, and oftentimes winners come onto this show and onto this podcast. And it's going to continue to happen, and it does happen to real people. And anyway, if you're playing, I sincerely wish you good luck, but play responsibly. If you do, don't spend more than you can afford to lose, and have fun and dream big, because destiny favors the dreamers. But thank you guys so much for your support. There are new interviews coming soon on this channel, and I'm incredibly grateful. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much.